Absolutely. Like, once you've written a good essay, you've got it edited, it's perfected as much as possible, then you just tweak it based on the next scholarship. They're not gonna go, like Coke isn't gonna talk to Home Depot and say, hey, did you get this essay permission? They don't do that. You do have to make sure you change like who it's addressed to.
Yeah,
So that if it's Home Depot, you're sending it to Coke, but you tweak it enough. You know, if this one is 200 words, the next one is 300, well, now you gotta add another paragraph. Little things like that. But once you get 4 or 5 various topics under your belt, that's what my student did, Mackenzie. She was like, Ms. Rob, I'm just tweaking and changing addresses and contacts and all that. So the brag sheet is really good. We do have one at, again, rcacounselors.weebly.com. It's a brag sheet. The more you can put on your brag sheet, the better your recommendation letter is going to be. I get students that have never come to talk to me and they say, can you write me a recommendation letter? All I can talk about is like your attendance, your behavior, your grades. I don't know what kind of person you are. I don't know what hardships you've been through. I don't know how much you volunteer. I don't know if you're the oldest, the baby. I don't know anything. So those brag sheets, either you have to come and have a conversation with me and we got to talk and try to get to know each other, or you give me every single detail you can think of on that brag sheet. And now I can brag about you. I'm just, oh my God, you did that. Oh, you did that in April. Okay. I'm just typing. So the more you put, and our brag sheet is pretty detailed. We ask kind of about everything, like what makes you stand out? What's a hardship? Why, you know, what is something that would make a college want you over the other 1,200 applicants? Look, the more you can think about, little stuff. Well, I'm a lefty. I started reading it too. You know, just all types of little stuff, little stuff. It's rcacounselors.weebly, weebly.com. rcacounselors.weebly, weebly.com. And our website is pretty detailed. Almost everything is a link, you know, to SAT, ACT, brag sheet, virtual campus tours, internships, scholarship sites. We've got a little bit of everything on there. If you need, you know, if your home Wi-Fi is out and you need a Wi-Fi resource, we've got everything on there. There's like one for college, one for career, one for academics, one for social and emotional health, and then one page that's just like announcements. So lots of links on there. I am bragging. We have a really good website, a lot of resources. Mention fee waivers. If you are on free or reduced lunch, you do get 2 SAT waivers and 2 ACT waivers where you don't have to pay. You go to your homeschool counseling office and tell them you need a fee waiver. November in Georgia is Apply to College Month. A lot of the public schools waive their application fee during November. A lot.
Yes, we will be participating in that.
So that is a good time. If you want to do early admission, which you need to be applying by October, you will miss that. But if you want to wait, November, Georgia colleges, that's a good time to apply to 5, 6, 7 colleges and have no application. Well, we do. We consider a safety school is, you know, you'll get accepted. You've got the GPA, you've got the test scores, like, it's fine, like, I know I'll get accepted. A reach school is, I may need to wait and apply second semester because I need to get my GPA up. Or let me wait until I take the SAT again because I need to bump it up a little bit. Or that's one of the schools where I'm kind of on the border, so I may need to write a really good essay. A dream school is, I probably can get in, but it's like UGA, sadly, even though it's a public Georgia college, they are so competitive now because of the Hope Scholarship that UGA now, I mean, you really have to be almost top 10% of your class to get in. Not saying you can't if you only have like a 3.3, it's just that much harder. They are extremely competitive now.
Yeah.
So for a lot of students, UGA now has become a dream school. Georgia Tech is highly competitive. That is a dream school, even if you have the GPA and the test scores, because almost all their applicants have the GPA and test scores. It's kind of a reach. You just really have to do more. You got to do the community service. You've got to do the internships. You have to try to do the summer STEM programs, things like that. Like my son is only 10 and he's obsessed with Georgia Tech. So already over the summers, we have to look at what kind of camps and programs. Georgia Tech has a coding camp, okay? We need to go ahead and get you into that so you can start showing that interest early. So that's the difference between your dream and your reach and your safety. To be safe, I'd say 3 safety schools, so then that way you have choices. Like, I got accepted to all 3. Now I go visit the campus and I make my decision. At least 1 reach and at least 1 dream. Because you never know with that dream and that reach school. You may just have that one thing in that essay they were looking for and they say, oh, this is a really hard-working student. We want that kind of kid. Let's take them. So in our counseling office, Miss Benton, she's our college and career counselor. She's really good about that. She lives in Rockdale County. She's like the network queen, so she knows all of that. But I'd start with your interests. What do you like? And then start to look for organizations that way. A lot of nonprofits, so Salvation Army, Goodwill, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, all types of Humane Society, all types, American, the local chapter of like the American Cancer Association, things like that, that you have a passion for that anyway. You can check their website. They may have like internship opportunities. If not, you just call. Hey, are you looking for a summer intern? Here's how many hours a week I can give you.
Yeah, and then most of those organizations are active on social media, so if you don't want to go look at the website, more than likely they have like an Instagram story or something set aside on how you can volunteer. Also, if you participate in summer camps, if you want to be like a summer camp, what are they called, counselor? So yeah, those are actually really good because you kind of get the job experience. You get the management side of things as well with the planning, events. So yeah, definitely start looking into those. That was my mistake. Only applied to Georgia's thing, and thankfully I got in because if I didn't, I don't know where I would be. So yeah.
And as far as community service, the colleges know if you only did it to try to make it look good on your application. They like to see consistency. So if your community service started in August and you apply and say November, they're going to be like, you want to show like, no, I do this anyway because that's something I enjoy, not just because I'm trying to look good. They do pay attention to that, guys. Especially if it's like between you and one other student. They're going to go with the one that's been doing community service since freshman year.
And then also Books for Africa is definitely an organization I volunteered at. Basically, you just go in there and early morning, I think weekend, and you can volunteer with a group of your friends too, and then, have a mom or dad or whoever drive you there. And basically you just sort all the books that they receive and you sort them by genre, and then you package them and they get shipped off on a cargo ship to Africa. And a lot of those books are you'll see some college level books, you'll see some high school books as well, children's books. So that's another organization that I would look into as well. Books for Africa. Let's see. I know they have French as well. There's definitely like organizations as well, but like more degree-wise, I believe it's on French, German, newly added Spanish. Yeah, that'll be pretty much it. But I mean, you can start an organization like your own club. You only need about 5 students and a teacher or faculty to sign off on that, and then you start your own club.